The alien had been hiding for years, slipping between shadows, unseen and unknown. His real name was incomprehensible to human tongues, but he called himself Veek. Veek was a member of a highly advanced alien species, the Zeqari, who had once lived on the distant planet of Xylar. Xylar was a world of shimmering forests and liquid skies, but it had been destroyed in an intergalactic war. Now Veek was the last Zeqari. He had barely escaped his dying planet, wandering through the cold, dark vacuum of space until he found Earth. Veek thought Earth was a perfect hiding place. It was so primitive, so full of life that no one would ever look for him here. He disguised himself as best he could, cloaking his small, slender frame with a thick coat and hat, keeping his reflective silver skin and his liquid black eyes hidden. He chose a quiet town where he could live in solitude, observing humans from afar but avoiding contact at all costs. But all of Veek's careful plans unraveled one fateful afternoon. 10-year-old Liam was out playing in the woods near his house, as he often did after school. He was a curious, fearless boy, always finding strange rocks and bizarre plants, collecting them in his bag like treasures. That day, however, he noticed something different. There was an unusual shimmer in the air, like a heat wave without any heat. Intrigued, Liam moved closer, pushing aside some branches. And then he saw him. Veek. Liam's breath caught as he watched the figure moving through the trees. Veek's movements were quick, graceful, unlike anything he'd seen. His silver skin gleamed in the low sunlight, and his eyes, entirely black, seemed to take in every detail. Liam knew immediately that this wasn't any creature he'd ever heard about in his books or seen on the nature channels. The boy gasped, and Veek froze. The alien whipped around, locking eyes with Liam. A surge of panic flooded through Veek's mind. He could feel his heart pounding, a rare thing for him, since his species had long since learned to control their emotions. But this was different. If this human child knew he was here, others would soon find out, and they wouldn't understand. Humans had a history of fearing what they didn't understand. Liam, however, wasn't afraid. His eyes widened in wonder as he stepped forward, his small, open palms held up in peace. "Are you an alien?" Veek took a step back, his mind racing. His kind had developed telepathy centuries ago, and he used it now, reaching out with his thoughts to speak to the boy. "Yes, I am Veek of the Zeqari," his voice said, not through words but directly into Liam's mind. Liam's mouth dropped open, and then he grinned. "Cool. You can talk in my head. Do you have a spaceship? Do you have powers? Are you from Mars?" Veek hesitated, caught off guard by the boy's excitement. Humans were supposed to be frightened, angry. They were supposed to capture him, try to hurt him, but this one just seemed curious. "I come from Xylar, a world much farther than Mars," Veek replied slowly, still using his telepathy. "It was a beautiful planet, but it no longer exists." Liam's smile faded as he sensed the sadness behind Veek's words. He lowered his voice, as if realizing for the first time that this wasn't just some fun encounter. "I'm sorry," he said. "That must be really hard. Are you the last one?" "Yes," Veek replied, his mind a swirl of grief he had long kept hidden. "I thought I could live here peacefully, unseen. But now that you've found me, it's no longer safe. They might come for me." Liam frowned. "Who would come for you?" Veek's eyes glinted as he thought about the intergalactic coalition, the powerful alliance that had destroyed his world and most of his people. He explained it as simply as he could, and Liam listened with wide, understanding eyes. "We'll hide you," Liam said at once. "I can keep a secret, and I know the best places in the woods. No one ever goes there. I promise." Veek was skeptical, but in his telepathic scan of Liam's thoughts, he saw nothing but honesty. A plan formed in his mind. If he could teach Liam some of the Zeqari technology, perhaps he could disguise himself even better. Over the next few weeks, Veek taught Liam to use a small device that could bend light around them, creating a cloak of invisibility. Liam practiced every day, becoming adept at hiding Veek from anyone who might be watching. In return, Liam taught Veek about human life, baseball, chocolate, and old superhero movies. They shared stories, and slowly, Veek felt a connection forming. a bond he hadn't felt since his time on Xyler. But just as Veek began to feel safe, things changed. One evening, Liam's mom noticed her son sneaking off to the woods and followed him, fearing he was hiding something dangerous. She didn't see Veek. He was too quick to activate the cloak. But she did find the strange device he'd left for Liam, hidden in a hollow tree. The government was called in. Men in dark suits arrived in the town, questioning people, investigating strange reports of unexplained phenomena. Veek knew he couldn't stay. On a rainy night, he met Liam for what would be their last conversation. "Liam, they are here," Veek said, sending the boy his thoughts. "They will find me, and I cannot let them harm you because of me. But I can help," Liam argued, eyes filling with tears. "I don't want you to leave." Veek knelt down, placing a hand on the boy's shoulder. "You have helped me more than you know. I will remember your kindness. And when the time is right, I will find a way to return." Reluctantly, Liam nodded, a heavy sadness settling over him. With one last glance, Veek turned and melted into the forest. Using all of his advanced Zeqari technology, he disappeared from Earth, slipping away into the depths of space to continue his lonely journey. Years passed, but Liam never forgot his alien friend. And then, one starlit night, decades later, he received a message, faint and quiet but unmistakable in his mind. "Hello, Liam. It is Veek. I'm coming home." And, somewhere out in the endless universe, a ship began its descent, ready to reconnect two unlikely friends who had shared a brief, unforgettable adventure.